First, we begin with that breaking news we mentioned just a few moments ago. A man wrongfully convicted of raping a teenager 20 years ago just became a free man after walking out of a Macomb County prison.
It appears much of the evidence that could have cleared his name never made it to the jury. 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig has the emotional story from Lenox Township.
James Chad Lewis Clay said this whole ordeal was a nightmare, and he believes no one bothered to take a step back to see he was innocent.
I thought that my life was over. I thought that he was trying to kill me. Wayne County court system.
At 4 o'clock this afternoon, James Chad Lewis Clay, who goes by Chad, was released from prison and into the arms of his mother, Ethel Lyons, who stood by her son ever since he was convicted of rape in 2017, 20 years after someone else raped his girlfriend, who at the time was just 15.
They went off strictly DNA. I didn't have a say-so about anything.
The victim's rape kit sat on a shelf, and when it was tested years later and DNA came back to Chad, she didn't recognize his picture as an adult, and Chad didn't recognize her when the investigator showed him a picture of the victim.
She gave me a picture of her at 35 years old.
Earlier this year, Chad's mom hired a private investigator by the name of Steve Crane. He talked to the victim and showed her this picture of Chad when he was 16 years old. And that's when she says she knew he wasn't the man who dragged her into the alley at gunpoint and raped her.
They skipped like second or third hour, so it was early. So, and they had sex that early afternoon, but then she apparently got raped on the way home that night about 9-ish.
The private investigator triggered Detroit Free Press reporter Alicia Anderson to begin digging into the case, and what she found led prosecutors to open an investigation, and it led to Chad's release as the investigation continues. What's it like to be out?
First, I want to give thanks to God, and also I want to give thanks to the victim for having the courage to come forth and correct what was wrongfully done to me.
And a spokesperson for the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office will only say that this case is under investigation. In Lenox, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.
A former